Tape Deck Media.
We're moving the mic stand, it's time for some laughs. With Dean and Cash, we're breaking the past. Jokes are our currency, laughter's the aim. Tune in with us, let's play our game. Come on and gather, it's a wild ride. Move the mic stand, we're ready to go. Dean and Cash bring the comedy flow. With every tale, we're spreading joy wide. So come take a seat, join the fun ride.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode of Move the Mic Stand. I'm one of the hosts, Dean Berg.
And I'm one of your hosts as well. I am Money Karl. So welcome and thanks for joining us today. So Dean and I are both stand-up comics. I've been doing comedy for almost 4 years now. And Dean?
I actually started back in 2008 originally, just doing little shows and here and there, kind of like a hobbyist a little bit. I wasn't doing it all the time. And then life happened, took a break, started back up probably, I don't know, two years ago now again, three. So probably total of 5 years maybe.
Yeah, so kind of like we're both started at the same time, essentially. I mean, you had that other experience, but like your emergence.
Yeah.
So
I actually started when I was really little, but we'll talk about that in a
Yeah.
minute, so.
Dean's really old, so that was a long time ago, but we'll get there eventually. Hopefully this isn't only our first episode and our last episode. No, we got plenty to go for Move the Mic Stand. But basically, like any other comic, we got to have a podcast, right? We'll eventually get more listeners than just like our spouses and maybe...
No, our spouses aren't going to listen.
Okay, yeah, so...
They're not going to listen.
We're just going to re-listen to it ourselves. And maybe a couple of you will eventually find us. But, our first podcast. And basically, we just wanted to, talk about just stuff with comedy and any other interesting topics that come our way. And then also kind of share some tips, too, right? Because people are all different levels of comedy, and you never know what you don't know. So our very first comedy tip, then, is move the mic stand. That was the first tip I got when I got started. And
that's what I was told, too. Very first time I went up, they were like, when you get up there, move the mic stand. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
People want to see you. They don't want to see a stick.
Right. And both, you can find us on social media and all that, but Dean and I are both big guys. Like, the mic stands really isn't going to cover us up, but, now doing this for a while, it's distracting. Like, it's almost a telltale sign that someone hasn't done it before, unless they're, using it as a prop, right?
Yeah, you're leaning on it or something or that sort of thing. Sometimes I do that every now and then.
But also, too, it's it is in the way, too, if you want to get, pictures or taking video. So, completely get that. So, first tip for move the mic stand is move the mic stand.
I thought it'd be great for the name of the podcast, so...
Yeah, and here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, so, what topic do you want to talk about today, Dean?
Actually, there's this guy that I've been watching on TikTok. He just kind of showed up in my For You page. Mm-hmm. And he's called Bashar.
Bashar.
Yeah, that's his interstellar name. Actually, the real guy's name is Daryl Anka, I think, and he's like a channeler.
Bashar does sound better than Daryl Ankler.
Yeah, I'm Daryl, and I'm here to tell you about the universe. But I guess he got abducted back in the 70s or something by aliens.
Okay.
Yeah, and now he can channel this spirit entity alien person that it's really, a lot of it's really enlightening. It's kind of cool how he does it too. He'll sit there and he'll start to breathe, and his breathing changes. It's like I can't even physically do it. If you ever watch it, just look it up. Type on TikTok, just look up Bashar, and you'll find something on him.
Okay, hold on. Before we get further into that, I gotta know, was this dude probed? Everybody is always
he never said anything like that. But he's actually a major Hollywood dude. I got some of his stuff that he's a visual effects guy. He's a producer. Uh-huh. He's been parts of
So he's got a legitimate career. And people,
if you look him up,
okay, okay.
Yeah, he's I think the movie First Contact. You've heard of the movies that he's been involved in.
Okay. Are they all alien movies or just
Not all of them, but a lot of them kind of are.
Okay, sure.
Which kind of at first, when I started seeing it, I was like, this is an act. This guy, he's done a lot of movies, and whatever. But the stuff that he brings up is really like thought-provoking, like big time. But basically, going back to how he's like channeling and everything, like the way he breathes, it's just like, I can't even do it. It's like I can't do it. And then
Like
also,
very like in the gut, right? Like
yeah.
okay.
And then there's like these clicking, like, and it's like, where's that coming from? Because his nothing on him is like moving, and he'll start to twitch, and then all of a sudden he'll just be like, "Hello and good day," and his voice like completely changes, and then people ask him all these questions, and he talks about like how we're constantly shifting realities like thousands of times per millisecond, and all these realities are kind of intertwining, and it's kind of like life is a dream. Like we're all infinite. Like we're all there's some stuff that kind of ties into like religions and stuff, and some of the stuff he says is very in tune with like the Buddha,
Okay.
and stuff like that.
So it's the multiverse, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and there's all these things about what happens when you die, and we just all keep going, and somehow Bashar is like this entity that wants to help Earth. And it's really
At least he's a good guy. I mean,
Yeah, no, he's a
if he was
good
a
guy.
bad guy, we probably wouldn't be allowed to have
Well-
this podcast anymore. It would probably be taken down immediately.
Well, one of the episodes or clips that I saw, there was this guy that was asking him a lot of stuff about like fear based, like oh, there's all these people, FEMA camps and all this, and he's like, you are creating those. People who aren't creating those don't see those. And then and I was like, yeah, I guess I've never seen a FEMA camp.
Yeah.
And it's
never seen a
really
FEMA camp.
it's interesting. I mean, I don't know how much we want to get into it. We could spend the whole episode really talking. about
I mean, we probably could, but this is probably deep dive. Maybe we're going to talk about Bashar every episode. I don't know, but I mean, it really ties into the topic that I wanted to discuss today because the Mandela effect, right? Like,
yeah.
So all the different realities, and that's why things get lost. I just saw one that kind of happened on myself. Like I wasn't looking up like Mandela effects or
What
anything.
was it that Abraham Lincoln wasn't really assassinated? He killed himself.
What?
No, I'm just messing with
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's not, he was murdered.
Don't do that. Don't start creating
No, he
new
was-
Mandela effects.
He was assassinated in the theater by John Harvey Oswald or whatever.
Sure, one of the assassins of history.
Yeah.
Who knows? But this one was like something I just like stumbled upon because I don't even know why. I was just like, because a lot of comics will have that joke of like, oh, you're an old person, you have to wear a diaper. It depends. It's not Depends. That's not the brand. It's
What?
Depend. It's Depend.
No.
It's always been Depend. I know.
So what
this-
if you have more than one of them?
Well, then sure, plural. But the brand itself is Depend, which is really weird because I've always heard it as people say, "Oh, you got to wear Depends," but you're only going to
Yeah.
wear one at one time, so it is
Well,
a
but it's like
Depend.
it's like a pair of pants.
Yeah, but it's just
It's like
weird.
you
But
just have one.
but
it's a
I
pair.
think everybody, I don't know. Tell us what you guys think. But it's like, I always thought it was Depends was the brand. I didn't think it was Depend.
that's what I've always known.
Right. So that one was one I just happened to stumble upon,
I
and
kind
then
of want to Google it.
I know, and then I did Google it because I was like, for some reason it was like Mandela effect on Depend, and I was like, you mean Depends? And then nope, it was Depend, and I was like, no way. And look back, it's always been Depend. That's been the brand for like the last
That's weird.
50 years or whatever.
Because my big one is the
Berenstain.
Steen.
I know. I always thought it was
Steen.
Steen too, but it's spelled like Stain. Yeah.
No, I always thought it was spelled Stein or whatever at the end.
Well, I mean, I thought that was too based on how people would say it, but
Yeah.
I believe the stain. That's what it is. It's a stain on the mark of history or something.
Then
with
if we're going back to
Mandela.
Bashar, you're living a different timeline than I am.
I think so. I don't know. Like, why do we jump timelines? Like, like obviously we're connecting back together because we're here, right?
Right.
But like, what caused me to be on a different timeline and then you on a different timeline and then being like, yeah, let's put these guys back together.
I don't know. I have to watch more Bashar.
Okay.
Like
We should tag Bashar. Maybe he can help us out. Because
He might be a guest in the future.
Because that might even be even better. But like, so do we reach out to Daryl or do we reach out to Bashar?
Daryl.
Okay, so Daryl's the account then on TikTok.
Well, even if you just look up like Bashar predictions, there's a whole bunch of them. His clips.
Okay.
I watched like 2 clips, and I liked one of them.
You know, maybe this is what brought us back on the same timeline. We were supposed to discuss this. We're the ones that are bringing Bashar to the forefront in our timelines.
Maybe. Yeah, like
Maybe it depends.
Oh. Nope, depend. Maybe it depend.
Yeah. Okay, so we just got canceled on our very first episode messing with Mandela effects, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we're gonna come back next week, and this is gonna be called Move the something.
Stand Mike.
Move Mike's stand.
Yeah, who's Mike? And move his stand.
He's the guy who invented comedy.
Mike should be sitting down.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike sounds like a person that needs to
Yeah,
sit
and don't
down.
move him. Leave
Yeah.
him there.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Yeah,
Poor Mike.
poor Mike.
If your name's Mike and you're a comic, I think
you
have to
invented comedy,
retire. Yeah.
Yeah, just let us know. We'll bring you on a show.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's going to probably do it for us for this week.
Fast.
Yeah, I know. We talked pretty quickly and we have good stuff to say, I guess. But
Yeah.
we do have openings for sponsorship for our episodes if you're interested. You can reach out on cashmoneycomedy@gmail.com. Cash with a K and everything else spelt normal. So we try to make it easy on you. But yeah, if you're interested, let's talk. We love lots of things, especially if you're like food people. We love food.
Yeah, food, pop culture, fun stuff,
Food,
movies, food,
popcorn, pop culture,
eating while
soda
we're doing
pop.
eating.
Well, not eating while we do episodes. I think.
Well,
that's
not during the episodes.
yeah.
I just mean while we're doing those.
We're not doing no ASMR for people. I hate that.
Hi.
Yeah, we're not. No, we're definitely not doing that.
Welcome to the Move the Mic stand.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that.
No,
at all.
That sounded gross. In my
I know.
headphones.
That's going to probably be a soundbite now, and that's probably going to be like, you make it big someday, right? Now. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Are we
maybe.
big yet? Yeah, we're big size.
Yeah.
We're growing too in comedies. But watch, that's going to be like your introduction. Like if you post a special someday,
Yeah,
that's going to be your
that's gonna
intro
be the thing. That's gonna be the
that's
thing. That's
like
how it's gonna.
the video.
Or the outro.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And I think in the future too, we'll have episodes that are a little bit longer. We're just
we're just playing. We're having
Just
fun
playing.
and
Yeah. So it's
seeing
all
how
out.
things are going. So you're here with us for the very start of this thing. We've already been talking about all different types of guests. So stay tuned and see who we can bring on. Maybe Bashar. If you're listening, we want you. So
Yeah, but don't abduct us. I'm not ready for that yet.
yeah, no probes for us.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, bye everybody.
All right, bye. Catch you later, guys.
That's it for today, but hold tight. We'll be back soon with more laughs inside. Move the mic stand, we're ready to go. Dean and Cash bring the comedy flow. With every tale, we spreading joy wide. So come take a seat, join the fun ride.
This has been a Tape Deck Media production. Thank you for listening.